We're live. Pavley's disappeared.
Oh, you might have to add Pavley again.
What do I do?
You, and you're on the site at the moment. Oh, you've done it.
Yeah. But we need Pavley to be able to share their screen.
Yeah, does Pavley have a button for that?
Yeah. I'm just searching for what to share.
Oh.
Well, the software to make a thing?
No, there's a... Oh, yes.
The software to what?
To make a page.
Okay.
How are you, BCW?
I'm okay. Monday morning, a bit like whoa, but
Yeah.
good. Yeah. I'm good. It's fun to be back at the office. I'm happy about that.
Oh my God, you've been to Germany.
I have. I really have, and it's nice to be here again.
Is it a relief? You did it.
I mean, is it a relief? I think maybe it is. It's strange. Like it's kind of strange to be traveling a lot again, and to be aware that it comes out of necessity, a lot of it, rather than specific desire to do it. I think that's kind of interesting. But the festival was great. Living in a hotel was a bit boring. I'm happy to be home.
I know I made that decision that this year I'm not doing any long haul flights.
Yeah.
Because I just feel like my nervous system goes hypervigilant when I'm traveling, and it's like, I don't know, it's so much more relaxing to just stay home.
Yeah.
With the garden and little, even now I can barely get anything done.
Yeah.
It's so nice to read a book.
Yeah. And to know, like, to recognize the food you're eating and to know what you can count on in terms of facilities. Like, living in a hotel with not even a water boiler is not fun. For 9 days. Like, for a weekend, fine, but for 9 days.
But you were working.
Yeah.
And you were with your friend.
I was. Who was, by the way, most of the time extremely stressed.
Yes.
That's
the other side.
Yeah. And it was really great to be in the position I was in, but I'm gonna try to actually like write something about it to her, like a report. To I think to like make myself feel like some of the observations I was there to make, that there was a reason to make them. Otherwise, it feels a bit frustrating. Because I think I saw some really interesting things with. Maybe I told you about this, but this whole thing of the other producers. So there are 3 producers on this festival who are all kind of excited that I'm there, but also a bit confused.
Yeah.
And so one day I'm introducing a children's performance, and there's a neurodivergent child, and we start I drop to the floor in the corridor in front of the stage entrance, and the kid joins me, and we start dancing together, mirroring and playing, and that starts becoming interesting to other kids. So they are pulling their parents into a circle to kind of observe what we're doing. And I catch the eye of the producer, who is beaming, is so impressed, and has this huge smile on their face. And I'm like, okay, great, we have support here and people know what we're doing. The next moment, the producers start walking around with the technicians, pulling suitcases of stuff through my circle between me and the kid. And I look up at them from the floor and I feel like a child because they're not looking down. They're only looking at other adults and talking to some other adults. And I'm like, hello, there's a person doing intense work here by your feet and the suitcase. And I realized like, they really don't have the skills to recognize certain types of labor.
Yeah.
And I told Yasmin, like, maybe we should give them a workshop. And she's like, I already gave them a workshop. And I was like, no, I don't think that's what I meant to say. So I've been thinking, like, what did I mean to say? And I was like, yeah, I think you should give them workshops that will make it possible for the people you work with and collaborate with are able to recognize different types of labor that go into your curatorial decision making. Otherwise, I am there having to manage not just my job, but having to educate people around me, having to protect children from suitcases. Like, it's a bit intense. Yeah, and I thought, like, well, if I write it down, maybe, and if I share it with her later, maybe something will come out of it. Otherwise, it will just feel like, oh, okay, so now I know that, and what's the point? Recognizing labor. I'm gonna write that down. Different types of labor.
Your picture. Oh.
How are you? How's it been over there?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not great. Okay, it's just that funeral just completely knocked me for 6. And it was like it's not somebody I knew, but it was somebody that I've known through Val for years, like just Val talking about them, but I never met Paige.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, to go to the funeral and just see Val's brother, the dad, completely devastated, and like, imagine it's your daughter's suicide, like. And so I'm like the support animal. So I think I just didn't put up very good boundaries around myself because I was support other people and I didn't consider myself like at risk. And so I was just like there in the middle of the family, like right in the epicenter of this devastating moment, just kind of there trying to be helpful and like trying to be, and like during the funeral, just like holding Val while Val just was shaking and crying. And I was just holding Val with like really tight and just grounding Val. And then I just got home and I was just like, what the fuck does it, like, I was like, just like so knocked. And then I just kept crying. I just couldn't stop crying. Now I'm just so tired. Yeah, I don't know. It's like subterranean psychic work that you're doing that I don't really understand what happens, I mean, it's kind of basic, isn't it? It's just like energy around something where there's a massive vortex of pain. Yeah.
Yeah, it's basic, but it's not a type of skill that we hone in this society, I think. Not in Europe. Like, we don't really sit with each other through such difficult times, except like once in a very rare while. And so you don't get to have a practice. And even to the point of saying, like what you said, like you don't even get to have an understanding of how to prepare, what kind of boundaries to put up and how to put them up and how to hold them gently and like all that stuff that takes practice, right? And suddenly you're thrown into this on a random Friday.
Yeah, you're just in the thick of something. And like her brother, her sister, the mother, all the friends who didn't know how to deal with all their big feelings, like these 25-year-old kids, just like oh, just being there, and you're just the witness, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, anyway, I think it's going to take me longer than I expected to come back. Also, like my friend, I had friends die at a similar age.
Yeah.
Sort of brought back when it was my really dear friend,
Yeah. Oh, I hope they all get to grieve properly, for real.
Yeah, I mean, they'll all do it in their own different way.
Yeah.
Like there's the Māori culture has really good, strong grieving rituals, but the Pākehā culture, and this is more the Pākehā culture side.
Yeah.
Hey, so this seems to be working. I'm just going to go and have a look. I think we can. I think Jeffrey sent me maybe I'll just go and have a look on Jeffrey's computer. Hold on, because he's got the ... site set up on his computer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, we're rock and roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the actual thing, can I just confirm? I was working on just writing details to make a little flyer to put on Instagram because anybody can come. And it's like random bits of paper that I've been ripping up and I'm looking at these things I haven't got my diary next to me. Hold on.
By the way, we have 2 pages left in this book.
No, you're kidding me. Okay, so June. Hold on. June. I have all the dates. What date do you have for the thing?
I'm there from June 4 onwards.
Yeah.
No, June 3. So I am there on the 4th and the 5th.
Where? In
the north of Sweden, in Östersund.
What's happening there?
It's called Scenkonstbiennalen, the biannual of performing arts.
That sounds fancy.
Huh?
That sounds fancy.
I mean, it should be fancy, and it's a work trip, and it should be what's happening in Sweden in performing arts? But they made the most conservative program and barely any they're showing barely any dancing. So, but it's paid, so whatever. I'll go inform myself. Basically, I'm taking it as a ritual. I'm basically going there to see if there's anything more to grieve as I kind of decide to embark on a career shift. And I think the answer is going to be a resound no. By all means, go ahead. Do your thing. Have fun.
Hey, what time is it in Sweden right now?
It is 10:29 a.m. on a Monday morning.
So 10:30 in Sweden is 8:30. So you know this already.
I do.
You've figured it out.
I did.
So 7 o'clock in the morning in New Zealand
Yeah.
is 9.
Yeah. 9 p.m. the night before.
Okay. So are you free at 9 p.m.? Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. My brain is really toast.
The
I
day
sat
before.
in my first ever professorial Senate meeting today, and I was just, it's really important. Like, I was like, if you have to participate, Alice, you can't just, so I have to go to Senate because that's where all the big decisions for the university are made, and you can resist things and vote and shit. And so I went to my first Senate, and it was so hard to keep my eyes open. I just wanted to sleep. But that amongst a bunch of other things that I did today, and now I'm like, oh. Okay, so 4th of June. Yes, 5th of June, 4th of June. 4th of June. 4th of June, 9 p.m. 4th of June. Where are you?
In my hotel room on Zoom.
Yes. That's the answer that I wanted. Okay, so that's when we're live to PSI World.
Uh-huh. Okay, for how long?
That's your decision, not mine.
Okay. And what are we doing?
Precisely this.
Oh, okay.
We're making a page in real time.
Yeah.
There might be dress rehearsing with the PSI people who are based in the Philippines, by the way. So we can feel very global.
Wow.
Yeah.
How are PSI people based in the Philippines?
I think there's PSI people everywhere.
Okay. I thought PSI was like a New York thing.
I mean, it's pretty Northwestern in its power structure. Have you ever been?
What? No, maybe not. No,
Because
where?
I went to the one in Croatia, which
Oh,
feels really wrong now, except that I didn't know you. But imagine now if I did a PSI in Croatia and you didn't know about it and we didn't. Is that true? I mean, I think that's completely true.
okay. PSI. I googled PSI conference and it said Postpartum Support International.
Performance Studies International.
Yeah. But you see, I confused PSI with something else.
I imagine when I was at PSI in Zagreb, you were training at an elite dance school in Europe.
Which year was that?
2009.
Oh, my first year in Brussels.
Huh.
Yeah.
Spot on.
Or second, depending which semester, but yeah. PSI. Yeah. Okay.
My experiences of PSI are always like, the hierarchies. Andre Lepishki and Rebecca Schneider and like Fred Moten and Tim Etchells and Matthew Goulish and the gorgeous French academics, kind of swanning around and everyone just like kissing their ankles.
Yeah.
It's very American in its structure.
Yeah, so that's why I'm surprised. I mean, like, I guess nobody works locally anymore, or like people don't. So if they are, what are they called? Like online migrants? No, digital
natives, digital whatevers.
Yeah.
But I think there's lower echelons of the PSI world all over.
People who still have to like keep jobs.
Here in Aotearoa, there's a bunch in Australia. There's a bunch in whatever.
So we are the PSI Constellate 25, PSI 30 conference. No, this is call for proposals.
We are we are PSI Constellate. I'll send you a thing.
Border epistemology.
I'll send you the program.
Yeah, so I can put it on my website. And
yeah, I'm about to make a flyer. I'll send you the flyer. But
yes.
you and me are the live. We're the the exciting real-time livingness.
Okay. So that is set for Wednesday.
Paying you because it's like a professional-ish sort of thing. Maybe I can owe you. Can I owe you?
Yeah, sure. You can owe me. Conferences are never paid. If you're, if you're participating in conferences, especially as a freelancer or an independent researcher,
usually you're being asked to pay. Yeah. Still. It feels like work. I feel like I'm like manipulating you into doing work for.
No. One day it will all count.
100%.
100. Do you know, I never heard back from the University of Copenhagen?
Yeah, but the time that it took for them to process your application.
The call is off, but the process is still active. I found the website where I applied, but I have nothing, and it's been 2 months.
Not even but didn't they send you a thing saying that they'd received your application?
They sent me an email saying that I was deemed worthy of further, that I passed, that I was not equivalent.
You've gone on to the next phase. You hadn't been initially rejected.
No. I was qualified to compete for the position, I was told.
Okay.
And then radio silence.
Yeah.
And that was 2 months ago. But since they are employing from, I think, September 1st, I just, somebody either should have already gotten a job or. Anyway, last time I applied for SKH, for the university in Stockholm, it was the same situation. And then next year in May, they sent an email saying, we're a little bit late in our process. And I was like, a little bit?
Yeah,
thanks for saying, a year later. Who knows? Oh. I have so many things to coordinate today, and I forgot my computer charger.
Oh.
So
I'm swimming in computer chargers because my computer that got stolen
left the charger behind.
I didn't have any chargers in that bag, and I had bought extra chargers so that I could have one at home and one at work. And then I got given a new charger with the new computer, so it's I would just give you two.
I think I maybe I'm able to assemble a charger from all the stuff in the office if I need it, but it's a new computer, so it should be fine to get me through the day. Should we put something else on this page? It looks good.
Yes.
What would you put?
I'm on my way. I'm on my way to having it ready to send you.
Oh, look. I cannot afford to go to the eye doctor. But since my eyes right now are on the same strength, I got a pair of glasses at the airport. I think they're cute.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
For 35 euros.
Wow, I didn't think they sold affordable things in airports anymore.
No, 35 euros, and they're a nice pair of glasses. They actually seem not the crappiest quality. Easy peasy from Paris.
Oh, yes. I think I know that brand. In Austin, Texas,
Yeah.
it cost $18 to buy a bottle of water. I know. I was like,
What?
come on. That's like 30 New Zealand dollars for a bottle of, for $2.50 New Zealand dollars worth of water.
I
Maybe
think that's
$4.
like, I think that's in the range of like 200 crowns, which is more expensive than a glass of wine, which is more expensive than pizza.
Oh, this is good. Okay. I'm going to send you the handwritten version and then I'm going to send you the typed version.
Okay.
Okay. Handwritten version is on its way. One moment, please. And go. Typed version. I'm posting it as a comment. What would you put? I'm on my way. Eyes on the same strength. The cost of water in Austin, Texas, in the range of a whole pizza in our crowns. In the rain. In our rain crown. Okay.
Would that be?
Can you get that from the
On the chat?
I'm feeling like you should go back to the original composition with it big and then put the one with the text really small in the middle, like yes, better. Smaller. Yes. Somewhere near the suitcase. Down a little bit. Down. Down. There. How does that feel to you?
Yes, I would like to do maybe. No, whatever. But and do we need it?
Bless you. Gosh, that was violent.
Thank you. Do we need a type out, or are we good with? Where is the type out?
It's in the messages, the chat.
On here.
Yeah. Can you see it to the right?
Oh, in the comments.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh.
I pushed a button and it showed up at the bottom.
At the bottom.
At the bottom.
I have to join the chat. But no, I was in the private chat tab and there was nothing there. This is the
stage chat. I'm so excited to see you.
I would say the same, but I'm not seeing you right now.
Why not?
Because I'm cutting and pasting stuff, and then your screen has been moved away.
Oh, rejected. Just doing your job.
Just doing my job.
See, I accidentally pushed a button that made the comment go into the StreamYard. And what that seems to mean is that I can't get rid of it. I find it quite upsetting for some reason. I like to be able to control. Oh, yes, there we go.
I wonder if it's on YouTube now. Because we're having, you see this YouTube icon?
Yeah.
So I think these are now published on YouTube. Are we live on YouTube right now?
I don't know. I'd have to ask Jeffrey. Oh, Jeffrey's here. Jeffrey, are we live on YouTube right now? We are. We are.
Oh, great.
Sorry?
You're live on the pop-up site right now.
And we're live in the pop-up site. So if anybody went to the pop-up site.
So does that mean that like people could
Yes, people could drift across here as bubbles on the day.
Wow.
Is that okay with you?
No, it's fine. It's just it's hilarious to be live on YouTube.
I know there's been millions of people watching.
Millions. Jeffrey says there's
Millions.
people.
Millions. This is it. This is going to be like a moment in our careers.
This is transformational art that we're creating right now.
It's not at all like a little rivulet off a stream, off a backwater creek, off a forgotten river, off a disused harbour on YouTube.
Right.
Nothing like that.
Nothing at all. Not at all.
No.
It's right there with Rent Your Blockbuster.
Exactly.
And maybe an interview with Marina Abramovic or somebody like that.
Yeah. It's in solid competition with that.
Yeah.
If I send you a photo of my Spirited Away icon,
yeah,
that's all. It needs a little bit of cropping. Shall I do a cropped version?
No, I can crop.
Yeah, you can crop.
If I were a free why did this now? Okay. Crop.
Yes, much better.
Oh, I wish you could hear Madonna's snoring.
I wish you could hear the rain. There's a storm coming, and I'm vaguely anxious, but I think it's going to be okay. But I don't know.
I was sure there was going to be a storm coming here, but it's actually really warm and humid.
That sometimes in Europe in summer means that there's a massive fucking electrical storm coming. Or is Sweden not part of that world? You know, in Berlin, where it gets really, really warm and humid, and then it just breaks, and then there's this insane lightning.
I don't really get that type of storms. We're too far north, I think, for that.
Mm-hmm.
But we get like incredible winds, just like you have to walk at an angle like this.
And icy, I bet.
I mean, you know how it's like it's 15 or 20 degrees, but it's humid and windy and it feels like 2 degrees. Yeah. 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 Yeah, I think it's good.
I have a desire. How would you feel about that tree on above Madonna?
Yeah.
I feel like that trunk of that tree needs to be replicated just in the bottom left-hand panel underneath this rectangle that's there now. Like just the trunk, like it's growing in the bottom of the left-hand side. That's called a lasso tool. Do you know how I know that?
How?
From you.
Oh, yeah.
From all these years of every now and then getting a tiny little bit of glimpse into the workings.
Yeah, I know how to lasso things, but will I know how to do the next step? We shall see. I now learned it on the iPad, so I would know how to do it on the iPad, but like that much trunk?
I think so. I feel like this is directly healing my funeral malaise. This tree.
Your funeral blues.
Yeah. But do you know what Val is doing Val has just fucking jumped on a plane to go see Anoni and the Johnsons in Sydney with two of their best friends. I know.
I am going on July 1st.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not. I'm so left out right now. My jealousy is exceeding the size of my body, and I'm gonna cry.
And I'm going. Not only am I going to see them on July 1st with Sindri, we are going to
a romantic date of the world.
God. And it's about 4 or 5 hours north.
Oh.
In a quarry.
Oh no way.
They have a stage and a lake.
No.
Inside of the quarry, and I've wanted to go to this venue since I found out that there's a concert venue in a quarry.
Oh my
God. Yeah, we're going there July 1st. I just saw an interview with Anthony where they said how this like going to Australia, so all the proceedings are going to the Great Barrier Reef. Yeah.
Val. So Val as well taken care of. Oh, Jeffrey's done something with the sound. Can you hear that echo?
No.
Lucky for you. I'm so happy for you, actually, truly.
I mean, I have to say that I wasn't sure if I should spend the money, and then I thought, like, last time I wanted to see a performer. I mean, I saw Anohni twice, but not with the Johnsons ever. And they're truly like one of my favorite performers. And I thought, like, I've done this before. I was in New York when John Cameron Mitchell was performing Hedwig on Broadway. And I didn't go.
Yeah.
So I was like, I learned my lesson. I'm not going to do this again. What I'm thinking now, if I should buy tickets to see Fran Lebowitz in September.
You should.
Right?
Yeah.
I love Fran Lebowitz, and she's so weird.
You definitely should.
Okay, you're trying to make a bit. Rasterize the layer. What does that even mean?
I like setting you impossible tasks.
I managed the impossible.
Exactly.
Did I?
No.
No.
No, it has to go on the other side. Under the suitcase. Maybe on the left-hand side of the other side, but still not in the margin. The left. The left.
Somewhere here?
I mean, that's good, but I was imagining the bottom of the page. Oh, I mean, that's satisfying, but not in the margin. Like growing into the box. Yeah, something like that. Does that satisfy you?
It looks like a really creepy finger.
Oh, maybe it's quite wrong. Maybe it was better in one of the other positions. That's good. No, that's good. Like you see it, right? It's freaky, but it's also a little bit the right kind of freaky.
Yeah, I think this saved it.
Mm-hmm.
Now it feels too much to be here as well, but I'm quite fond of that one.
No, don't take it away. I'm fond of it too. It makes the whole thing so constructed in a really satisfying way.
Okay, but yeah. No. No. I wonder if I should have another Madonna.
I think another Madonna could be just the ticket. Does Rosie need to come for a soft kiss?
She's in bed asleep already.
She's asleep.
Yeah, she wanted you to pop in and say hello.
Oh, I'll be back in 1 second. Why didn't you tell me?
Oh, I thought you were busy.
So satisfying. I wish you could come over and we could just sit and drink tea and watch our enormous, oversized bunnies.
Yeah, Sindri told me, "Oh, I'm doing a stand, joining a talk on Melbourne Fringe Festival," and I was like, "Oh, we're going to Aotearoa," and they were like, "No, it's online." And I was like,
Aw.
"Sindri." Oh yeah, and I figured it out because I said like, "Oh my god, when is it? In June?" And I was like, "Oh my god, next June, as in next year? No, this June." And I was like, "How are we gonna get to Melbourne this June? It's in a month." It's not this June. So, but yeah. So I think it's on my mind, like how to get there.
Yeah, it's starting to eke in. By the way, your drink
Mhm.
bottle and my pastel, precisely the same color.
Are they? Oh wow. Yum. Good color.
I feel like I need to save it for you to give it to you, so then you can do like matching decorations.
For the like to make jewelry for the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think double Madonna really works. You could miss her, but then you find her and then you're like, wait, what?
Yeah, satisfying.
Hmm.
Okay, well, this has been very satisfying.
Yeah, I think we'll know what to do next week on our penultimate page.
We could do 2. I wouldn't put it past us. So I'm setting up a labyrinth of rooms made over the last while, just like plucking them out and plonking them in their order. So we'll just be one room among many and people can float through. I have no idea who will come or what it will be, but hey, we can just show up and do our thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially if we're like somewhere in the maze.
By the way, I'm gonna I can't help it. I'm gonna post a picture of us on our Merely Hobbyists page because I took a screenshot of us.
Yeah. Do it. Fuck Angus.
Fuck Angus.
Fuck Angus. Yeah, do it. And put me and yourself as collaborators so we can link it to our profiles.
Okay, done.
Great.
And dusted. Okay.
Well,
enjoy being in Stockholm before you head to the next place, the festival.
It's actually Sindri's hometown, Östersund. So I'll get to meet the parent.
So Sindri's coming with you.
Yeah, Sindri's gonna do the closing speech, and then I was like, "Why don't you come in and spend the weekend? We can steal your dad's and his wife's car and go to the mountains." And and Sindri was like, "Yeah, let's do that." Yeah, so that will be fun.
Jeffrey and I are going to Queenstown.
Mm-hmm.
I think we might be in the mountains at the same time. Let's send each other pictures.
Yes, please. Mountain life. #.
Mountain life. Yeah. Oh, the clean air. Oh, the bright stars.
Oh, the clean. I just never have I ever breathed air this clean. Great. I'm glad that this works.
It does. Thank you.
Thank you too.
Have a magnificent day.
Sorry?
Have a magnificent day.
Oh, and have the best rest tonight. I hope you sleep deeply.
Yes. I can't
May
wait.
your sleep be restorative.
I take that and send it through all of my cells.
Great.
Okay. Ciao.
See you
Thanks.
next week.
See you next week. And